Okay folks, we got the nose hatch pulled off the fuselage. The aluminum tape did its job. It popped right off with no effort whatsoever. So like I said, the next thing we're going to do is start working on building up the top of the fuselage where there's a mismatch. The fuselage here actually, if you run a straight edge from further back all the way forward, it's pretty much flat all the way up until about here, and then it slowly starts to kind of curve off a little bit. So my guess is some sanding or whatnot on the original foam cores kind of changed the shape a little bit. But what I have done here is I've taken some 1/8 inch contest grade balsa that's very flexible. It's fairly soft. I have put regular Type Bond wood glue on the bottom side of it. Put it here in place on the top of the fuselage. Pushed it down, smushed it really good. Took it off. Put more Type Bond on here, spread it over, put to the side, left it to dry. Same thing here on the top. I went across it again with the Top Flight woodpecker to put little divots in it to help a little bit more tooth to grab. And then I spread more Type Bond wood glue here, and I left this to dry. And you're probably wondering, why did I leave the glue to dry without the thing clamped down? Well, because of the curvature of this fuselage, really I don't have anything to clamp it down very well. So I'm using a method that I used on another project, to where you put the glue on, you put the glue on the part, you put the sheeting or whatever down onto the part, and then the glue transfers to your sheeting, and then you spread the glue out, you leave it to dry, and then you use heat to actually reactivate the glue to glue it in place, which is what I'm going to do now. I've just got regular monocoat trim iron. I mean, you can even use a regular household iron. This method works pretty much anything as long as it will provide heat. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to set the sheeting where it needs to be. I'm going to hold it in place, and I'm going to hold the iron here quite a while until the heat soaks through the balsa wood sheeting. If you have a household iron, this goes a little bit quicker. Especially if you have one with steam, you can put a piece of fabric down, and then the fabric will, damp piece of fabric, and then that will help transfer the heat quicker through into the sheeting and through to the glue. And then as I hold it here, I'm just going to move it forward and backwards off to the side just to get it nice and stuck down. I'll do one side at a time. Probably start here in the middle and just work our way out. And this method works extremely well. Okay, there we have it. We've got our filler piece of balsa wood put in and glued on. Like I said, the Type Bond heat method works extremely well. I have used it on many models. Some simple like this, and other ones that have compound curvature wing skins, like a Horton 229. That works really well as also. So if you've never tried it and you've got something you want a sheet that you'd like to do all at once, wing skins are a great thing to try it out on first. Go down the main wing spar, and then work from the center wing ribs out and work towards the trailing edge and then the leading edge, and it works awesome. Gonna leave it at this for now on this video. The next video we'll start getting this sanded down to shape and start getting the new nose blended into the old fuselage, so we can get this glassed, we can get some more primer on it, and then we can get back to doing the body work and whatnot on this thing and get it ready for paint. So until next time. Okay folks, See, we've got the sheeting to build up for the top already done. I took my perma-grit, and on the coarse side I just put some painter's masking tape on either end. And what this does is it allows you to sand the sheeting without scratching up either side of the sheeting. So it's not going to be a perfect blend in here. There's just still going to be a bit of a lip, but we'll fill that in with body filler. Once this whole thing gets blended in, it'll all get glassed over again just to lock it in place really well so it doesn't crack. Okay, now we've got this mostly sanded. Like I said, there's a little bit of a ridge here. We'll use just regular body filler here. Same thing on the edges. Again, it'll just be body filler. And then unfortunately I'm waiting on more body filler to arrive, so we'll have to wait a few days for that. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole process of getting this thing flared in. Just a lot of filling and sanding, filling and sanding.